Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a lightning review of the worst case scenario card game, which is for 3 to 6 players, ages 10 and up, which says here it's based on the New York Times bestseller. We first saw this game at Gamma, and I ignored it before that when it was online because I thought it was based on a very terrible game by another company, a game that wasn't worth getting. This we tried out. It's a party game. We tried out with our family and our future daughter-in-law, and they loved it. The object is to score the most points after so many rounds. So if you're playing a 4 or 6 player game, you play 12 rounds, and a 5 player game, you play 10 rounds. And every round, you're going to score points. You're going to have a victim. We're going to flip up 5 cards. We're also going to spin the victim wheel to get bonus points. And you'll see they're printed at the top and bottom to make it easier to see around the table. So each player gets their own color. And we're going to simulate a third player. The reason why we're not doing a full how to play playthrough is because there's only 2 of us. So we're going to place a third player randomly. So say the rules say the person to go first is a player with the worst survival skills. Let's say that's me. So I look at this and the other players want to try to match my prediction, and I'll put it face down. So, and it's numbered 1, bad, and the worst is 5. That's worth the most points. But I'm also going to be adding in random points here. It says here double up. All players double their points. That means, so for instance, I make this number 5, and Julie predicted that would be my 5. We flip it up and show it. We both get 10 points. So I get as many points as the player who made the most predictions. Let's say green predicted my 4. Julie only predicted my 5. We're going to be putting all of our numbers down here. Green would have 9, and matching my 5 and 4. And because of the victim wheel, we both get 18 points. Julie would get
just 10. All
players double, you'd get 10. But so let's go through that. I just want to explain scoring real quick. So let me read them off here. Lost at a jungle at night, stuck in an elevator, insomnia for 2 weeks, jump from the rooftop to rooftop, fall down a well. So you got to be careful of leading other players because you don't want everybody scoring points. You just want one other player trying to score the most points. So I'm going to, I could lead with my 1 or my 5 or something in between. So I'm not going to give this away to Julie here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to switch. All right, so I made my predictions. And we're just going to do the third player randomly. Now Julie's going to try to predict. All right, so then we flip them up. Okay, so did anybody match me?
Nope.
Oh, you matched me here.
Oh, I did match you there. That was it.
That's it. So that means, I have to show this on camera here. Julie only matched me here. So we get double points. No one else matched me, so green got nothing because it was random. It was the luck of the flip. So based on the victim wheel, we're both going to get 2 points, and we'd mark it on here on the score pad. Okay, and then we'd play, because if this was a 3-player game, we'd play 12 rounds. Now you can play less rounds. It says you just do 1 less round per victim. So if we didn't want to play 12 rounds, we could play 6 rounds. That way everybody gets an equal amount of times as a victim. All right, so let's take a look here at our criteria, and then we'll give our rating. So is this fun?
Yes, it's really fun.
We had a lot of fun with this, and we're going to be playing it again with
our oldest Eddie and his fiance Ariel this weekend.
Yeah, they want to play it again this weekend. That's how
Yep.
much fun they had. The theme is kind of dark.
It's very dark.
And when you look at certain situations, and again, I'll show you some of the cards here so you can see.
It's really dark.
Recruited to colonize Mars, that's not bad. Survive
No.
4 weeks in the woods with a weird stranger.
That's
Have
not
your
bad.
butt branded with a hot iron
Oh
snake.
yeah, no
stake.
thanks.
Compete in a real life joust on horseback. I mean, there was some shot out of a cannon. Hand feed a mountain lion. So I just got to realize, and if you're a parent and you don't want to, let's say somebody in your family perished under these situations.
You want to definitely pull the card out.
So you want to pull the cards out if you think
Yeah.
they're inappropriate. There's plenty of cards here, so thematically, you may want to do that. Pull some of it out if you think some of the situations are a little too dark.
Yeah.
Components for the price point, the cards are below average. Well, no, they're about average. There is a coating on it. I see that here, so they will survive shuffling, but they're kind of thin. So they're average. The coating's nice, but the card stock isn't nice. The chips are good. Okay.
This is good.
This will hold up. It's nice, thick. So I would say it's quality for the
Yeah.
price point. Let me go back to this here. Okay.
There's really no
Complexity.
art.
Oh, art. Yeah. It would have been cool if they could have included art for these things.
That would be
Maybe a future edition they'll do that.
Yeah.
I can see why they didn't do that, because maybe they didn't think you're going to sell enough. But if they
Maybe.
if they come out with a Kickstarter edition with art, I'd buy that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun to have actual images of it. Complexity is simple.
Oh yeah.
Playing time.
It just varies.
It varies because you can lessen. If you don't want to play a long game,
Yeah.
don't play as many rounds. The design and mechanics.
No, age and audience.
Oh, age and audience. Like I said, if you think it's some situations are too scary, you just
Pull 'em
remove
out.
those cards.
Yeah.
Ages 10 and up. There is enough vocabulary here that a child, even a 10-year-old, might need help reading some of the vocabulary. But that's a good thing, though.
Oh,
when
heck
you get to
yeah.
the educational merit, that just can help teach some
Language.
reading skills.
Yep.
And then if you wanted to write short stories on this,
That'd be neat.
that you could do that too. You know, tell stories around this. Again, it's kind of a dark short
It's
story.
very dark.
So the design is solid. The fact that you have this spinner here adds some variety to it. If it were without this, it'd be kind of boring just trying to predict.
I agree.
And then learning the rules was easy. And like I said, the educational merit, there is reading here in the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
You could tie it around creative writing.
And there's a little math too, because you're having to.
Oh yeah, there's definitely
double
math.
and-
Yeah, good point. Forgot about that. Adding up the points. So this is a solid party game. It's just whether or not the theme is something you're going to like. So let's
Yeah.
take a look at our rating now. How would you rate it, sweetie?
Oh, I would say an 8 for sure.
Yeah, right now it's an 8.
Yeah.
We'll see how much it stands up to being played over time. If this is something that we bring out often, it could get to a 9 or 10.
Oh yeah.
If it stays on the shelf, and we play it for a while and it stays on the shelf for 5 years, then the rating might drop.
Yeah.
It just depends on how often we'd want to play this.
Yeah.
And I think there is an expansion to this.
Oh, okay.
Let me take a look here. Oh, well, here you go. Here's the adult version. We'll have to try that one.
Very adult.
So I could see that coming up with situations that have to do with body parts, for instance.
It says experience the painful to perverse and disgusting scenarios.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Didn't know that existed.
Well, there you go.
So this is definitely the
Kid-
PG version, the
Yeah.
kids-friendly version. We have not tried this. And I know that when we were at Gamma, he was coming up with a storytelling fantasy version that added more complexity to the game.
Oh, okay.
All right, so thanks for watching.
Thanks so much, you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.